My day on 9/11 started in Brooklyn. I was coming into Manhattan. I worked on Spring Street, just between 6th Avenue and Varick Street. And I was on the C train coming in from Brooklyn, and you come through Lower Manhattan. And when the train came through, like the World Trade Center, people were getting on the train. They were holding the doors, running on the train, and they just looked shell shocked. And I'm just thinking, what the hell? You know, there's always another train. Why is everyone holding the doors? Not knowing what. And then 2 stops later, I get off at Spring Street, and I'm coming up the steps, and you can see the towers, and I see like a fire, and then I see what I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a fireball jumping to the next building. Apparently, it was a plane hitting the tower. I was like, what in the hell is going on? And then everyone's like crossing the street. Everyone's just looking up. And I worked on Spring Street, and everyone was standing in front of the building looking at this fire. So I had to work. I was the receptionist for Country Road Clothing, an Australian company. And I go upstairs, and people who had gotten there earlier, people were giving bits and pieces of information. And so the phones were ringing off the hook. So people calling saying they can't get in, they weren't stuck in the tunnel. People's parents were calling. I called my parents, I called my grandmothers. They were telling me what they were seeing on the news because we couldn't get any news, and it was very sporadic, whatever news was coming. I remember it being a gorgeous day. It was like, I wish I didn't have to work that day. I had on all black, and I was thinking, well, when I have my lunch break, I'm going to go out. But something didn't feel right. Of course, when I'm in the office, we're starting to hear bits and pieces of stories from phone calls that were coming in, and everyone was just kind of panicking. But we were told to just stay where we were. And some people made it in, some people didn't, but everyone who made it in was totally shell-shocked. And at some point, you could see the towers burning, and you could see debris flying out of what we thought was debris falling. It was actually people jumping out of the buildings. And it was not far from where we were on Spring Street with the vantage point that we had. And at some point, the CEO invited us all those of us who were still there, into the conference rooms to say, look, this is a crazy day. Everybody should just go home and get home safe. He's looking at us. We're facing the window, and one of the towers falls, and everyone's just screaming. And it was just smoke and debris, and we didn't know what was happening. So I remember just leaving like everybody else. And I lived nearby. I had a place that I could go to that was nearby. And walking out up Varick Street, you could see people coming north from there, covered in ashes. There was this smoke and dust flying everywhere, police cars coming up. Everything was just covered in this white ash, and all you heard was sirens going off. And that was how I remember the morning of 9/11. Yeah. It was pretty awful. And for it to be 20 years later, it seems like it was just the other day. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. today. Picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody thinks we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Simply 'cause we wear our hair long. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on and talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on and talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? I need to know what's going on. Ooh, what's going on?